Welcome back. So we need to sell some of our product because, as you can see, by sleeping overnight, we've gone into debt. All right, how do I get to there? Do I go through here? So we've got about 22,000 liters of linseed. I believe I went the wrong way. I should have gone a different way. I'm not quite sure which is the different way, but obviously I went the wrong way. And it looks like we've got a bridge over here. So I am assuming that by having this bridge here means that I was meant to come this way. Right? I don't know. Oh, there's a road right there. So, yeah. Anyhow, I obviously could have gone. Let's have a look. Okay, so I should have gone down this road. But that's okay. We'll go down this road. Now, we're not getting the best price for our product. We are losing about $400 per 1,000 liters, but not much we can do. Unfortunately, we are forced to sell. So we do need to keep an eye on our expenses because our expenses are kind of kicking up behind a little bit. And yeah, we still are about a month away, so we got $16,000, $17,000 if we count that we're a little bit into debt. Oh no, I thought it was a $2,500 thing, but it doesn't look like it was. So I wonder if we could put water into those greenhouses and if they will be functional. Now let's have a look. Which is the best way to go? Oh, so we go that way. Okay, so we need to. Oh, I don't really have beacons. That's the best I can do as far as beacons are concerned. So I like the way this has got like little bridges that you come across. It looks like we got these smaller type fields, which is fine, not an issue. It's got to figure out a way. Do we have to go all the way down? I could have taken a right somewhere. Maybe where that bridge was, I could have taken it right that way. We have a car behind us. Yes, we do. A caravan guy. He's pushing me from behind. Jeremy Clarkson's favorite motorists. Caravanners. Oh, it looks like we've got some equipment over here. Oh, I haven't really done a map tour. I don't think I've been here before. Looks like they're cleaning up over here. Got a bit of a cleanup crew over there. Bit of a scenic way to. Oops. I'm gonna crash with the Audi there. So it doesn't look like we're really gonna have. Come on, buddy, get a move on. Full speed. Doesn't really look like we're gonna have a way to go to our farm. The only way we're gonna go to our farm is to really take the long way. This gives me an opportunity to show you this part of the map as well, at the same time, for me to see this part of the map, because I haven't really been out here before. I went there because that was the best price, 900 and something, so I actually only lost about $300. Everything else was in the low 800s, so this is why I thought, you know what, we'll come over here and sell our linseed. Now we do have another 4,000 liters or 5,000 liters in storage. I'm not going to bother to sell that. I simply came here to sell this in the hope that we'll get some cash. So when we do our, got a bit of a town over here, we can finally turn right. Oh. And we'll go this way. There's a lot of like, I bet you any money there was some, there was a way, like a sort of backwards road where I could have gone that way, but because I wasn't really paying attention, I went the longest way possible. And I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Where am I going? Well, I am kind of, and I need to turn left up ahead somewhere. Then we'll go all that. Whoa. It's a tractor, so it's alright if we go a little bit off right. That is... I don't know if there was a quicker way. Well, we got a bit of a bridge over here, and we got a bit of a bridge over there. So you know what we'll do is... Well, that is the way to go. We'll go in between fields. It should be a more scenic way to go. Hey, don't destroy people's crops. They're gonna be unhappy with us. Okay, we need to stick to... Oh, there's the mud. There's the mud. So, there's the mud. You can wash the tractor, but I can't wash the trailer. So, which I think I need to go... I do believe that I need to go that way, right? I completely lost my way. Where am I on the map? Oh, there we are, down to field 49. I was looking in the wrong place. I'm like, where on earth am I? For a second there, I couldn't find myself on the map, so... Hopefully, when we do the corner over here, we'll be onto our field pretty soon. So we'll go this way. I like the way this was set up like this. Okay, so we are coming out to our field. So this is, I believe, the field at the bottom. Yep, the field at the bottom of our map. But where is he taking me? I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. So we'll create our own way. And we'll go this way. We're not going to damage any crops, but we'll go this way. And this way we kind of get into our own. I wonder if there is a way for me to... Is there a way for me to cross into my field? I believe there is a little bit. There we are. So we kind of found our way home. Alright, so I can wash the tractor only for it to get dirty 10 seconds later. Once as soon as we hit a patch of mud, it's going to be filthy again. Try to avoid it by going out this way. But there's no avoiding it over here. We're going to go straight through it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Come on, I can wash you and I can do this. Drop that and then put it back. And we'll cover it up. Okay, so I need to find a spot for my trailer, and I think the best spot for my trailer is over here. I will go over here like this, and our field's growing nicely. I should put a parking lot over here for myself. But we'll do this. This time we'll make sure that we get close to the fence. None of these. Okay. Let's have a look at our fields. Are they as fertilized as they should be? So we'll get the rolling thing out of the way. So they're not. So we need to get ourselves into... Okay, let's... No, I don't need you. I don't need you yet. No, we're not going to use you. Okay, why are you sitting here by yourself? And you know what I need to do before I forget? Clear the course, so we don't have a course just stuck in there. This is where the pigs are. And this is where my... Well... Theoretically, this is where my truck or car or ute should be. But as of right now, it's not there because we don't have one. So is my fertilizer here somewhere? And the answer is no. Okay, this is Messy Ferguson. We do own a fertilizer, right? I'm not. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, that's not a bad thing. Neither is that. Neither is that. But you know, we don't have the cash for any of that. Yes, we do have a fertilizer. And I remember somehow putting it in... Okay, I was remembering wrong. But luckily I saw it. Okay. Kind of a little bit too anxious, wasn't I? So we'll fertilize this field. Before I do, I want to make sure. I thought I cleared the... I honestly thought that I cleared the thingamabobby, the create a job, the course. Okay, with there, boom, open course. We definitely don't need 5 because it's not even going to do that. Okay. Where's my first one? It's right there. It's not really going to be that big of a deal because it's going to take a very, very small amount of time. I just want to make sure that it actually does work. And it does work, doesn't it? I need lime. We do definitely need to start looking at getting a lime spreader. And the best way to play these kind of maps that have multiple yards that you can sort of start at would be fantastic if you could do multiplayers on them. Like this farming simulator, I think would work, and I know it will work so well, and it works so well in multiplayer. The way it's designed and the way it is, wow, it misses quite a bit. The way it's designed and the way it is, it's just fantastic on multiplayer. So maybe one day I'll be able to do a multiplayer with some of the viewers. Okay, I know we've missed quite a bit over there. But before we do that, let's clear this course. And let's go and fix up that little bit at the top, and then we'll go and do the fields at the bottom. And that way we'll have all our fields fertilized. So I honestly thought that I would be able to do some harvesting today, but in this particular episode, but looks like it's not really ready. We'll need to go and check on our chickens. We do have chickens, as you guys have probably seen, well, probably you guys have seen on the last episode that we did purchase some chickens. And I probably should have gone to that field, but is this field, all these fields not fertilized? Yes. So it's okay. We'll go and fertilize this field over here. And then we'll come and do some plowing and get this field plowed as well. I can actually go this way. Okay, well, I'll do a course play. I'll do a course play simply because it does lay it a lot more accurate. So instead of me trying to sort of guess where I'm going, he knows where he's going. Okay, doesn't look like it actually works on this one, does it? Yes, it does. Okay, where are you going? Okay, so what I did, silly me, is I just press H instead of doing it the proper way, which is this way. Now that's probably the best way to do it instead of the way I did it. Boom. So this should then give us 100% fertilization. Yes, just like over here. Um, what? How much does it cost? Wow, we don't have the money for any of that yet. I'm obviously going to stick around this area. The only way that I will go away from this area is if we buy like a whole new farmland and then start working our way in that part of... How much was that? Did I see it right? Oh, no. I don't know why I thought it was like 18,000. I'm like, whoa, that doesn't sound right. That's way too cheap. I do enjoy the way these maps are built, but this would be... I'm a bit surprised that Dagoin didn't choose this map as a competitive multiplayer, because it would have, I think it would have made more sense. It's a bit more challenging. You can't really have the freedom with fabrications and factories and all that sort of stuff. And you know, you can buy a yard, and you do have quite a few different different things that you can do in that zone. And you're not really, you know, you're not really building massive fields that you can do on No Man's Land. Even though No Man's Land is one of it is my favorite map out of all the maps that I've played. It's not the best map, but for whatever reason, I've played it in all the FSs since it's been released. I think in 17 was released, or 15, and in some, like I think in 19, I played it like 3 times. I played it and stopped, and then played it again, and then stopped, and played it again, and then never finished it. How's it going? What contracts do we have? See, there's a lot of baling. I don't want to do baling. Look at all the baling. The fertilizing is really not... See, the difference that I don't want to do contracts in this map is because we're obviously... I'm going to let this guy do his work. We're in defense here. You connected, yes. The biggest problem with doing harvesting and contracts jobs on this map is that it's not that easy to get around. So while on other maps, piece of cake to get around, on this map it's not. So I always think twice of doing jobs like harvesting and things like that, purely because of how easy, and you know, I don't really mean it easy, and you know that, is to get around. Like on any other map, you know, doing harvesting and doing whatever, a piece of cake, because it's easy to get your harvesters to wherever you want to go. Not here. Now I realize that I most likely don't need to plow, but I like plowing because once you plow, you don't get weeds. And I'm going to look at what we're going to plant in here again. So we're going to do it and think of something to put in. I do need to get a bigger planter or seeder, and I do need to maybe upgrade our equipment a tiny little bit. That way it's just to make things a bit faster. The way we are going at the moment, it just becomes a tiny little bit too, you know, it takes too long to do something. Having said that, in reality, farming is like that. You don't get the luxury of just saying, well, I'm going to go and get a bigger plow or get a bigger cultivator or whatever. So, hence why. But you know, this tractor was such a good buy. I spent all my money on it, but it's such a good buy. You know, you look at the speed that I can do plowing, and you know, you just can't go wrong with this tractor, really. Fendt, I do believe it's quite popular in the UK, if I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me, but I do believe it's quite popular. I don't think. Actually, it's really surprising because I honestly did not expect tractors like John Deere to be so popular in Europe. But I look at a few different farmers from a different part of the world, not different world, just different part of this world, and I noticed there's quite a lot of John Deeres in, Ukraine. I've seen John Deere. Russia, I've seen John Deeres. I've seen John Deeres in Iran. Admittedly, John Deere's that were made there, and now they've copied them and they're making their own. But you can tell that originally they were John Deere's, and when John Deere pulled out, they continued to make them just under a different brand, which pretty smart, pretty dumb of a company like John Deere to go in, give them the technology. Admittedly, it's very old technology now. If you look in the factories, what they're building, they're being combines and tractors from Massey Ferguson and John Deere. That's probably 20 plus years old, but they still had the factory built by somebody else. And this is where I see the Western mentality so wrong, is that we go into places even like China and we take all the technology that we have there and give it to them, and then they simply copy our technology, and it's as if it's their own, and then we whinge and complain and carry on and go, they stole our technology. It's like, yeah, you gave it to them free of charge. Nobody forced you to go, and they just for the chase of making a quick and easier dollar. We sell our intellectual property so easily. You look at some of I had the opportunity to drive here in Australia a couple of the Chinese-made cars, and you know what? As far as luxury is concerned, as far as what you were getting inside of them, the technology and everything else, you can see that they're so advanced compared to a lot of even some of the European cars like BMW and all that. Okay, BMW and Audi and all those, they say that they put their their money is because you get better cars and so on. I've owned a few BMWs. Let me tell you something. I didn't find that. After a few years, I had an X5, BMW X5, and after a few years, all the plastics inside of it just squeak like anything. Now, I've not had the same experience with, say, the Australian built cars like we had in Australia, the Ford Falcon. You get a Ford Falcon that's got 400,000 kilometers on it, and if you looked after, the plastics don't seem to be so creepy, as in always making noise and always creeping like crazy, which I found really, really surprising. Surprising with BMW. It was really, really something that surprised me. Considering you have a $190,000 car, I was really surprised to see how they don't really stack up to even technology-wise inside. They just don't look like they're packed with technology. Like, for example, the Chinese car that I drove. Now again, I hired a car out for a few days, so I don't know how good they are actually in real life. When I say real life, I mean life where you use them all the time. But I was surprised, like the technology, the comfort, and I've just set up the worker so he can set up a straight line, and we'll come and fix this. Yeah, that really surprised me. So anyway, that's my little rant. Tractors, these tractors are very popular in Europe. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I'm happy to look at it and say, hey, I was completely wrong. They're not really that popular. It's just, the farmers that you watch, and that's it. But yeah, this tractor was a great buy. Anyhow, I will let him do his work. And you know what? I'm going to have to come back real soon. I shouldn't have done that. Should have just gone this way. So, and let's clear this. And it's done. should put crop tires on this so it doesn't destroy my crop then, as we go along. But yeah, haven't done that yet. But I should just put one tractor that's got crop tires on them. Gives me a little bit more. I wonder what he's gonna do. Is he just gonna go and finish that little bit? I'm curious to see if he's gonna say, "Hey, I've left this little bit undone. I'm gonna go and fix it." Oh, he's gonna tell me that he finished. So we'll create job, open, create generate. Okay, we'll go this first, hire worker, and I'll let him do his thing. Because this guy over here is telling me that he's finished. Now we know that he's not finished. Alright, let's set him up to do this. Now, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was, yeah, well, it wasn't. I thought, to be honest, that I would do a lot more work, but obviously we had to sell some of our products at a lower rate just to keep, just to survive type of thing. Otherwise, we were already in the negative when we started our episode. So I'll let this guy finish this field up. We'll plant something in here. I haven't really made up my mind. What? You finished? What do you mean you finished? You are not finished. Yeah, I'll plant something here in the next episode. We'll plant something in this field. Maybe field beans, since they seem to be the ones that you make quite a bit of cash out of. Or maybe we'll put something else. So thank you very much for spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And until next time, God bless you and your family. Have a wonderful day. See you in our next episode. Bye bye.